What's going on, riders? It's your boy Infinit Ryda, and we're here at Independence Harley-Davidson, and today we're going to be doing a review of this 2019 Harley-Davidson Freewheeler. So let's get things started. It is so nice out today, and we're about to go ahead and take this puppy for a spin. Now, I'll be honest with y'all, I haven't ridden trikes too much, maybe a few times here or there. Let's hear that crank up sound. Oh yeah. All right. So if this is your first time by the channel, and you enjoy videos such as these, motorcycle review videos that is, gear reviews, anything related to motorcycle content, you're going to want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Even if you don't like this content, you're going to want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you're also going to want to give this here video a big old thumbs up, as well as comment below at the end of the video. I'll give y'all some things to comment about while we're going through. So I am out today on this 2019 Freewheeler. Now, the Freewheeler is Harley's three-wheel motorcycle, and three-wheel bikes always are going to have a little bit different feel than a two-wheel bike. Now, this particular unit has the 114 motor in it that's putting out 122 foot-pounds of torque. So the biggest difference with a three-wheeler versus a two-wheel motorcycle is that when you turn, you're not going to lean. It's not going to be a lean angle. The other thing is you have to always be cautious of your two rear wheels back there. You don't want those to end up going over into the other lane or something like that. Like when you're on a two-wheel bike, you can ride close to the edge there, close to the edge there. You can pretty much ride anywhere in this lane and know that you are not in someone else's lane. With this bike, if you go too far to the left, you're going to be in someone else's lane. You go too far to the right, you're going to be in someone else's lane or on the shoulder. The seating position of this bike is very comfortable, similar to that of a road glide or street glide. You got your floorboards, you're in an upright seating position with mini 8s here, and you know, you got your nice plush seat. I mean, it's hands down a really comfortable seating position. Take this corner a little slow. One thing with these is they're definitely going to be great for really long trips, things like that, you know. Because one thing is you don't have to worry about balancing this bike. Most of the time you got to worry about balancing a bike, going straight into corners, all of that. On here, there's not too many things that you need to balance. Now, if you're taking a corner at a fast speed, of course you're going to want to have to counter steer, or I don't know if it's called counter steer, but you're going to want to balance that corner by leaning into it a little bit, which the bike doesn't lean, but your body does. Kind of like similar to how you would do on a four-wheeler or something like that. So let's test out the performance. I'm pretty sure this baby can go, being that it has that 114 motor in it. So we're gonna drop down the first gear. We'll slow it down a little bit, nice and slow. And oh yeah, it's definitely a torquey machine. It does not disappoint when it comes to the power. And as far as handling, it handles the road fine. It does feel a lot different than a two-wheel motorcycle. So if you're like used to riding a two-wheeler or a two-wheel bike, it's going to feel different when you're taking the corners or going through twisties. But I've seen and heard of people who can literally take a corner on one of these faster than any two-wheel possibly could. And it's just because they have mastered the way this bike rides. The suspension feels really nice. It's right in between firm and softer suspension, you know, not too firm, not too soft. You definitely can feel the road. So that way you got that tactile response. You can feel when you're going over bumps and things like that, but it's not like jarring into you or anything. And it's just the same as all of the other Harleys. You got all of your controls right here. On the left side, you're going to get your left turn signal, your traction control button, your horn. Oh yeah, now this baby has a horn for you. You get your high beam, low beam, your cruise control. On the right, you have your hazard light, your kill switch, your right turn signal, and your reverse button. Yes, I said it, reverse button. The trikes do have a reverse feature on them, so you can reverse this puppy. We're gonna turn right here. I'm gonna take the corner at a decent speed so you can see this bike really can corner. Not anything ridiculous I'm gonna do, but the bike can corner without a problem. You just have to know how to maneuver it, and that's with any bike, car, anything that that has a motor on it. If you know how to maneuver it, you're gonna be good to go. Hey, that was Aquaman from the dealership. He works in our service department. I guess he's out doing a good old test ride. So the trike is actually gonna offer ample storage. It has a full trunk in the rear, and it's very, very stylish. It's a stylish looking three-wheel. You got different paint schemes. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with a trike, trust me. And there's a lot of people who like the trike. I can't say if the trike is personally for you or not. There is a substantial market for this puppy. Now, I myself, I've ridden both types of three-wheel machines. I've ridden the Can-Am Spyder as well as the trike. And the difference is it feels the trikes with the one wheel in the front and two in the back, for some reason, now this is to me, again, it's personal preference, it feels more stable and it feels more maneuverable than when you got the two wheels in the front. I do not know why. It just seems like with the Spyder, when it has the two wheels in the front, that literally you can't lean. It just feels a kind of unbalanced. I don't know why, but it kind of scared me when taking corners on that thing. And again, that could be because I need to master that. The first time I rode one of these, I was able to maneuver it, take a corner without any problems. And it may be because I'm used to having one wheel in the front that is controlling the direction that my motorcycle is going in versus two up front. The best thing about these is going to be the comfort factor and the fact that you never have to worry about holding this thing up, because you stop at a light, you don't even have to put your feet down because the bike's holding itself up. Again, it's a three-wheel. I feel like the three-wheel is an excellent solution for all age brackets. You know, I've seen a lot of younger riders on three wheels. I've seen a bunch of older riders on three wheels. You know, it just depends on your riding style and preference. Some people want to get out and ride a motorcycle. They really want to learn. They really want to ride, but balancing a bike is either an issue for them, or they have a fear of balancing a bike, or they just aren't capable to balance that bike. This would be a great solution. And the amount you can customize these trikes is ridiculous. You can do so much to them. I have some ideas that I'd do if I had a trike. Yeah, it feels good. Feels real good, baby. If y'all watch motovloggers a lot, you'll probably know who that came from. So let's see how she handles up here a little bit. There's a couple little curves that we're gonna go around. And I used to ride four-wheelers too. I had a four-wheeler back in the day. So this kind of reminds me a little pinch, just a little bit like a four-wheeler, the way you kind of control it as far as handling. But of course, the four-wheeler, you got two wheels in front and two in the back, so it's a little different, but it's similar. the biggest thing is, like I said earlier, making sure that your rear end doesn't jump out and go into someone else's lane. But as you can see, I'm taking the corner without an issue here, or this curve. There's people who take these bikes up to the tail of the dragon, to all types of places, and I mean, they ride those twisty, curvy, up, down, elevation changing roads like nobody's business. Could I do it? Probably not. I'm not that great of a rider. So somebody told me that you can actually wheelie a trike, which I feel like you can wheelie anything. But the question is, why would you want to wheelie this trike? I don't think I would want to, but hey, to each his own. Now we got a little bit more twistiness here. So as you can see, if you can tell from the camera, when I'm turning the corner, I'm leaning ever so slightly over to the side that I'm turning to help balance the bike. It's more balancing when you're turning. It just basically helps you keep the bike more stable because you're shifting your weight. And you still got that good Harley V-twin sound and low end torque going on here. Swear this thing sounds good. I just love the sound of a V-twin in the morning, even though it's not the morning. And of course, it's always nice to have traction control on the motorcycle, and you can even turn that off if you decided you wanted to be a bad boy and smoke the tires a little bit. So I'm gonna pull over here real quick in this parking lot and show you the reverse feature. Okay. To go in reverse, you put her in neutral, which I'm in now. You're not going to use any throttle. You hit this button, you hold it, that reverse light will come on, that R right there if you can see it. And then all you do is press the button, and we're going backwards. You see that? We're in reverse. That's a pretty cool feature, wouldn't you say? And then to get out of reverse, you just kick it in gear and go. The question of the day is the trike, the freewheeler, the Harley-Davidson Freewheeler, look at them rear tires, is that the bike for you? And the only way you're going to know that is the same way you're going to know if any bike is the bike for you. You got to go out and ride one. You got to go sit on one. You got to go see one, feel one, touch one, experience it. So if you're in an area that has a Harley-Davidson dealership, swing by your Harley-Davidson dealership to ask to take one of these babies out for a demo. If you're in the Charlotte area, come by Independence Harley-Davidson, which is right there. We'll be glad to get you out on a demo. You can ask for myself or anyone here at the dealership. But I'm about to pull this baby back in. It's your boy Infinit Ryda, signing out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and comment below. But as always, make sure that you stay safe, be blessed, and get out there on two wheels, people. Let's take another look. That's a sexy three-wheel bike right there. I said three-wheel bike. That kind of defeats the purpose. Bike has two wheels, that's why it says bi. Trike has three wheels, that's why it says tri. But you know what I meant. Whatever.